with Triple E Realty. I'm here in Washington Township in Indianapolis, Indiana, visiting one of my clients. We worked together. They moved here from South Carolina. I helped them find a couple rentals to live in until they decided where they wanted to live. And then they purchased this beautiful home in Washington Township. So we're going to go inside and see what all they've done to the home. Good to see you. These are for you. So are you going to show me what all you've done to the yard and everything? I've heard all about this.
Yes. This is lavender, and this plant is chocolate beauty peppers.
Chocolate beauty
They
peppers.
look like the reason why they're called that, they're round and yeah.
And happen to lean against the fence. You know, when you buy a house, you
Right.
don't think about touching
Right.
the fence. It's like the fence. So
Mhm.
I just happened, Kadir was back there digging up worms, and I leaned against the fence, and I was like, oh, okay, it's barely standing. And so Les was like, yeah, I knew that. Okay. So we knew we needed to get a new fence.
Mhm.
And then the deck was pretty old. We had stained it when we first moved in, but we knew we needed to replace it. So that was our COVID project, was new fence and the deck. And we really liked the vertical fencing. So this is pine, and we still have to seal it. So it got installed last October, and he told us to wait till spring because it needed to breathe. But so that's our end of summer project, is us
I love that.
sealing the fence. Yeah, we originally had wanted a pergola and all of that, but again, COVID, supply chain, pricing, right? So he said that this was a good investment, the composite deck. And so we wanted, a part of why we wanted the pergolas because we wanted the party lights. So we put up these pine posts so that the lights, you know, we could still have the
And
lights.
you can add it. I mean, you got the post now, so you can still go into it.
When the weather is nice, we're out here. And we've definitely entertained quite a bit. Yeah.
It's a nice place.
So,
Right. So tell me, first tell me, what was it about this home that you love? Because we saw a lot. We had a lot of offers in. It was crazy.
Yes.
Not crazy as it became.
Yes.
But the beginning of it being crazy.
Yes.
And why did you fall in love with this one?
I think for me, I have wanted to be in an established neighborhood. I love the trees, just the sense that, you know, there's history and character to the neighborhood. That's what I grew up in, and that's just what I gravitate toward. And so with this one in particular, what I liked, even though the street is semi-busy, the house set back, and it was half an acre.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, even if we do a brand new home, we're not gonna get this much. Yes. So, and then so I liked it just from the listing. But then when we came in, like when I walked in and I saw all the wood and everything, I was just like, okay, this is speaking to me. And so the other thing is I saw the potential. Like I knew there was going to be updates. And at the time that we bought the house, we didn't really have a renovation budget, but I just knew it would be something that we could grow into and just update as we went.
Because it was definitely move-in ready. Like you could move in, you could unload stuff and feel like you're at home without having to have projects day one. So that was a good thing.
Yeah. And this room actually stayed empty for the first year. This was as we were unpacking and we'd come across a box of things, where we're going to put this, I don't know. So this room was actually not the living room at first, where the dining table is. That was the living room.
Okay.
And then once we decided to join the learning pod, we knew this was going to be the classroom. So when the classroom left, we were like, okay, it's clean. We
have our space back.
Yes. So this is home base for us. This is where, you know, we come home from work and school and we all end up in here. And so I love the beautiful big window, you know, just like we like watching the cars, watching lots of walkers in this neighborhood, lots of people who walk. And so we like people watching, and, you know, it's just, I would say, would you agree, honey? This is one of our favorite rooms.
Yeah, it definitely feels comfortable and cozy. The colors are cool. Like, I could easily sit on this couch and fall asleep.
Yes.
Like, it looks like it's gonna grab me and wrap me up.
That's what it does to her, so it probably will get you too.
We were with you from the beginning, before we even moved to Indianapolis. You helped us find our rental properties. And so we knew just from our experience with you and how we weren't purchasing, we were looking to rent, but you were all in with us. And, you know, I know in the beginning, we didn't know Indianapolis. We didn't know the neighborhoods. We knew what we wanted and needed in terms of a location, but we didn't have a feel for what kind of community it was. And so the fact that you stuck with us during that process.
It was not bad.
Okay. Well,
you act like it was just a
girl, I was pregnant. I was just like, oh my gosh. And so, you know, just we were familiar and comfortable with you. And so then when we got ready to buy, we knew we wanted to go with you. And we felt like we had developed a relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
And you knew us and you knew what we were looking for. And so that was our journey, really, with you. And, you know,
I always feel a responsibility when people are coming from out of town, because, like, to me, the worst thing in the world is to have you somewhere and you hate it. Like, it's already a new city, new experience. We were trying to line things up based on where you worked and where maybe you want to be for school down the road. But at the end of the day, it had to be somewhere that I would live. And that's always how I feel. Like, it has to be somewhere I would live, where I would feel comfortable with my family living. And unless it's just something, just the person is just wanting something just so random in particular, I'm like, it's going to be a safe neighborhood. It's going to be a good area. So.
And one thing about this house in particular, I would say, we, you know, our neighbors next to us, they have outside projects. And at first it was like, what are they doing with their houses? Like, oh my goodness. But as we've learned, first of all, they're really good neighbors. Like, they watch after our house when we're away. They're really good neighbors, very kind. They've told us lots of things about the house, just the history of the people who were in it and that sort of thing. But then also, you know, we walk the neighborhood, and just, we've got people we know, like 2 streets over, just from walking, and people are very kind. Like, they always say hello to us, and, you know, it's just, I don't know, honey, but
like, you just feel like loved.
And connected.
Like, welcomed and connected. Other than the kitchen, what other projects do you think you are going to work on?
Okay, so our next major project, well, we have 2 that are, one is immediate and one is next spring. So the immediate, we're going to pull up the carpet in the basement and put down vinyl flooring. We had an issue, our water heater leaked, and that made us realize we don't need carpet down there in the basement. So we're going to put down the waterproof vinyl flooring, and then the spring project, we're going to redo all the bathrooms in the house. We've just been crossing things out and putting things on.
That's cool.
First is, we want to get rid of the pantry right here. And we want to, please stand up, son. We want to create a walk-in pantry right here. So we're thinking right here can be the walk-in pantry. We'll do a barn door so it slides. But especially since the lighting is already there, we can move that light over and there will be some light. And then with this being gone, that will give us another foot that we can add to the island and put some seating right here. So That's what we would like to do.
But it was just really good to see you guys and see Kabir. I haven't seen him since he was little, and I just really, really appreciate you guys letting us come over and opening our home.
We appreciate you.
Nice.
None of this happens without you.
Oh,
Right.
thank you. Thank you. Well, we won't keep you any longer. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.